Welcome to Austin, Texas and the FloMarching Studios for the pre-show edition of Taking the Field for Open Class World Championships. I'm Emily Tannert-Patterson. I'm joined once again today by Luke Gall. Luke, welcome. How's it going?
It's going great. I'm really excited for finals tonight.
Remind the folks at home who you are.
Sure. My name is Luke and I'm one of the founders and owners of Ultimate Drill Book. We create educational tools for marching bands all around the world.
And thank you for your service to educators everywhere.
We're trying our best.
All right. And I am a percussion educator and arranger based here in the Central Texas area, and we are looking forward to talking drum corps with you today. All right, Luke, let's take a look at last night's scores. So we had a great night of open class prelims competition. The first time we saw all of these corps in one place. What sticks out to you here?
Well, I think you get these different pockets of corps. So clearly we have our upper echelon, kind of the Vanguard Cadets, Blue Devils B, and then we have some really tight competition down in that 7, 8, 9, 10 range. A lot of corps within a small margin, which means that we could see some shakeups tonight.
Absolutely. And then, of course, not to be forgotten, Gold and Legends, very, very tight for that bronze medal spot. So it's going to be an exciting night tonight of head-to-head competition. And then, of course, U-Ball, our international group, they're in a separate class, international class, that's what it's called. It looks like they'll be the gold medal winners. They're the only group in that class with us this year, but it's wonderful to see them making the trek over from the Netherlands.
Yeah, and you know, they're not a shabby corps at all. They had a great performance last night, so they're deserving of performing tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Vincent the Madness or something like that. It was really beautiful.
Yeah, it really was really cool. Looking forward to seeing the colors under the lights tonight.
Yep, absolutely. And as mentioned, yesterday's show was the first time that all of the corps were in the same place, so we had a lot of judges doing first reads, and then we'll have a brand new judging panel tonight. So as you mentioned, we could have some more shakeups.
Yeah, I think we are going to see some because we have first reads with some of these judges. And so it's going to be all about performance quality. Who wows the judges tonight, who knocks them off their feet and gets them excited. And I think those are the corps that we're going to see, you know, maybe make a move.
All right, well, let's break down some scores. Let's start at the top. Vanguard Cadets and Blue Devils B mirroring what we're seeing in World Class. So those are the same two groups that are sitting at the top of World Class. Excellence permeates those two organizations, I guess you'd say. What do you see here, Luke?
Well, I think the biggest thing is the GE number. So general effect, I mean, they're winning, Vanguard Cadets are winning by 7/10.
That's what we call in the business significant differences.
It's a significant difference, and that's the thing that's making up the difference from them losing the visual score by 4-ish tenths, right? So that the show designers have really put Vanguard Cadets in a position to win tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. It looks like the performance scores are virtually a wash. Vanguard Cadets are on the losing end of visual and the winning end of music, but that GE score is what's making the difference. And this is, you know, really an innovative show. It took me a little by surprise last night. It was my first opportunity to see them, and really they were doing a lot of cool stuff.
They really were, but you know, BDB is also has an awesome show. They've got these awesome props that they use to change the color landscape throughout the show. So, and they are awesome performers as well.
Absolutely.
So I don't think it's decided yet. I think we're going to have to see what happens tonight before we crown a champion.
See who brings their A game.
Yep.
All right. Well, speaking of A game, Legends have had a great season. Their director, Ib Sadawala, has been really excited throughout the season. We have a little clip of him reacting to the corps' performance earlier this year. That was from the St. Louis Regional, Luke, in the Dome there. He was real excited. Do you think we're going to see that again tonight from them?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They have an awesome show, super energetic. I imagine we're going to see him jumping up and down.
And that's a group that has really taken their time to build a staff, let the designers figure out how to work together and just build consistency throughout their organization. And we're really seeing that pay off. I think that organization is somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 years old. For them to already be at the top of open class just speaks to the level of consistency and just, again, taking your time to do it right.
Yeah, they're a perfect model, I think, of what you should do as a new drum corps to build yourself to an elite level.
Absolutely. And then let's just compare scores with Gold. Legends is currently in 4th. Gold is in 3rd. Gold, very WGI influenced show last night with the black and the white. What do you see here, Luke?
Well, first you see that they tied in visual, right? And then Legends actually won in music, and once again the GE score was the thing that made the difference. This was, I think, the most intriguing matchup last night, and I think it's going to be the same thing tonight, because both of those corps are saying, guys, we have to bring it tonight.
Yeah, if you look at those overall scores, I mean, that's what, 0.05 apart? I mean, that's crazy. We've seen that before, but that's basically the judges saying, hey, this is a wash between you guys. You're virtually the same, you're deadlocked, and it's literally, down to everybody hitting their step-offs and horns up and down, and who doesn't?
Yeah, one mistake could make the difference, or one special moment could also make the difference.
Just stated more positively, it would be terrible to be the child who made the mistake.
You're right.
Yeah. All right. All right. So let's take a look at that thicker pack down at 8, 9, 10, River City Rhythm, Guardians, and Southwind. So they were really tight last night. That's 0.8 of a point between corps. 3 corps sitting right there.
Yeah, and this is another interesting situation where we see Guardians, they won the performance captions in this block. So
handily.
Yeah, and it's that GE number that kicked them down. But I think that's another opportunity for tonight, because some of these judges are getting first or early reads, and that could, maybe Guardians can find themselves up there if they can get that GE number up.
It's a complete new panel tonight, and we've talked before, Luke, that normally if you're performing well on visual and music, I mean, those two put together is what creates effect. Effect is kind of like how the entire package makes a person react or feel. So it's kind of unusual to see a corps winning so handily in the performance captions and then not doing well in GE. What do you make of that?
Well, as much as we pretend it's not, I mean, this is a human-driven activity, right? Especially when it comes to the judging. So we're dealing with opinions, we're dealing with emotions. So at any given night, you can bring a judge to life and they can be excited, or, it could be flat for them. And it really just depends on how the corps performs, I think on an emotional level. And, I think if Guardians can bring the heat, step it up another level tonight, maybe a judge will respond.
So you think that GE number could be their salvation?
I think it could be. We'll certainly find out.
The Guardians are doing a show about moving from damnation to salvation. So that was a little word play there, my friends. Pardon the puns. We like to have a good time here on Taking the Field. Speaking of having a good time, it's always great to check out some groups in the lot. We got a little clip of Guardians' tenor line. Let's check it out. Sweet beats.
Yep. Like I said yesterday, I love drum lines in the lot. I love them.
That's an unusual thing to hear from a horn player.
Well, it's just interesting to me, right? Because it's more of a performance rather than a warm-up, it feels like. You got big crowds and things like that. I love being there.
Oh, that's 100% true. I mean, there are a few groups who, to their credit, will approach the lot very much like, this is our warm-up and this is getting in the zone, but there are definitely, it has definitely morphed over the years to where people are very aware of the video cameras pointing their way and what's getting posted on social media and YouTube, and take maybe a different approach when they set up in the lot.
It's great for the activity because we get clips like that, and kids who are growing up in the marching activity, they see those videos and they say, I want to do that, and I think that's what's helping grow the drum corps activity.
Oh, absolutely, and you know, growing WGI and BOA and all of the pageantry arts around the world right along with it, which is what we want, more kids in music education.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, tonight we will crown a new open class world champion, but you also have the opportunity to crown a new fan favorite. Go to FloMarching.com. Yesterday we had Heat Wave. They unfortunately did not progress to today's competition, so we're going to have a new fan favorite tonight. It won't be Pacific Crest. It won't be three-time champion Music City. It's going to be somebody new. Who's it going to be? You get to decide. Go to FloMarching.com, vote for your fan favorite. We'll let you know after the show. We want to remind you that you can take Flo on the go with the FloMarching app. We have a wonderful long week of drum corps for you. You're going to want to use that app so that you can miss none of it. Absolutely none.
Yeah, there are so many performances, but you know, it's only a couple more days left. So catch them while you can. Catch them while you can. I'm getting sad already.
All right, well, let's take a look at today's schedule.
Yeah, so opening the show, we've got U-Ball, the International Corps, followed by Shadow, Golden Empire, Southwind, Guardians, River City Rhythm, and Louisiana Stars.
Taking the field, we'll be back with you at intermission. And then rounding out the second half of the show, we've got 7th Regiment, Spartans, Legends, Gold, Blue Devils B, and Vanguard Cadets. We'll have a full retreat, I believe, tonight for awards, Luke. And then, of course, we'll be with you in the studio to recap the night and look forward to the World Championship prelims on Thursday. Again, we want to remind you there's a long week of drum corps ahead, and FloMarching has you for all of it. Thanks so much for joining us here in the FloMarching studios. We'll see you again in just a little bit.